Hello everybody, I'm Moldy West, and this is Everwind once again. In the last episode, I tried to look for copper, but I kept getting distracted by just about everything that came my way. So, what I'm going to do is keep on getting distracted, and then maybe find some copper to go digging up, because we do need some copper. Gotta make more bronze, because I found me a bronze boot recipe. And I also need some copper ingots to upgrade the size of our ship. But one thing at a time. Some nice new shoes comes before building the ship even bigger. And there could very well be some copper on this island. And I will be taking that mushroom. These shrooms make for some good stew that heal more than roasted meat. It's just that the roasted meat is so easy to make, it only calls for meat and nothing else. Easy source of food and heals. Cheap heals. I could even make meat out of you, my friend, but I will not do that. Not intentionally, anyway. I don't enjoy harming cute, friendly animals. Hideous, less friendly animals, on the other hand, I will murder the absolute shit out of without a second thought. But the capybaras, that is a no-no. We don't touch them. They just live their own lives. And there's a bird. There's a snarling boar. Take that, bird. I don't care about bird. And boar. Fuck him. Fuck that boar. Come get some, piggy. I know you. Ow. He's goring me with his tusks. And, alright. I know how you work now. I think. Capybara, get out of the way! I'm fighting somebody! You do not want to get caught in this crossfire here. Now, just a second here. I gotta go eat a little meat. There we go. Less pain in my belly. Now, swing, swung. Oh, now you do the double swing. Fuck you, pig. I am going to enjoy eating you. Now, okay, I'm waiting for that double swing. I know you're gonna do it as soon as I let my damn shield down. Now just hit me twice. And there we go, there's the double swing. Alright. Now, come on, piggy. Come on, piggy. And now, get those daggers out for the curl. Good. That takes care of our meat shortage. For now. Anyway. But we will need to kill more of those bigger, nastier boars. If we want to get ourselves tons and tons of meat. So for now, we make roasted schmeat. Hold on, what's this? Mushroom stew? The meat. Quantity over quality for the time being. That's what we're dealing with here. Alright. Now, there was more things to go poking around at on this island, I think. Hopefully some underground copper veins that we can mine up to get ourselves some stuff with. I ain't seeing no copper veins, though. You will become stew at some point, my little mushroom. And this cave is empty! Nothing. No copper. Just cave. Lots and lots of cave. Hey, meat from an animal that I didn't kill. Did you do this? That is a bear. That is a fucking bear. I'm gonna go fuck myself. Maybe find a place where the bear can't reach me and shoot him from a distance, because fuck that shit. I ain't dealing with a big nasty bear. I see you there, son. Now have a little bam, little toxicity in ya. Oh god, he figured out how to not get stuck. I am over here now. Alright, and let's just burn through some of these wooden arrows. He smacked a chicken! You chicken smacking bastard! That's my job! Hey, you leave that capybara alone! No, you bastard! You will regret ever doing that to fuzzy little friend guy. You are coming around this hole, aren't you? Well, I got those jumps. I got them jumps, boy! Ha stupid. And away. You're stupid. You don't know how to jump over holes. That's how we deal with people like you. And I just know you're gonna be able to just smack the piss out of me with very little trouble, and I probably won't be able to. Uh-oh. I failed to jump. But you don't know how to jump either, do you? Yeah, you don't know how to get down in here. If the height is bigger than 2 blocks, you're too scared to drop down. And there we go. That's a bear, and that is a fuck ton of meat that fell out of him. And we got a lot of arrows back. Nice. My only regret is that I was unable to save the capybara. But the bear who killed him is dead. Fuzzy friend has been avenged. And we can take some solace in that. Now give me that meat. And we're missing honey to be making any more crispy meat strips. So fine. Just regular ass meat for now. And, oh, that was a flower. Thought it was a mushroom! Well, this cave runs deep. So, there's some tin. But we're not looking for tin. I'll take it anyway. There's a rat here, isn't there? Oh, there's some copper over there. But I heard the squeakage of a rat. There it is again. Ah, there you are. Take that, you little turd. Think you can just intimidate me from a distance and not pay the price of your life? Give me that goddamn tin. We need tin and copper to make more bronze. We make more bronze, we make new boots. And we might also all be making a copper bronze hatchet. Because that is a weapon we could use that would be better than copper weapon. Bronze generally better than copper in almost every regard. Not sure how good bronze is at conducting electricity. Copper's pretty damn good at that, which is why it's used in wiring and shit. And there's another goddamn rat in here. Come on, you dirty little bastard. There you go. There you fucking go. Also gonna be needing them tails, because for some reason, the tail of a rat just works wondrously when being made into weapons and armor. Not certain why. It just do. Sometimes it just do. Man, who goes putting copper in the ceiling like that? So much harder to reach than it needs to be. Down on the ground is where it belongs. Decent ground copper. I mean, I'll still take the ceiling copper because I'm short on the stuff, but damn. It's like they have no regard of whether or not you can actually reach the damn stuff that you need so desperately to go making some better equipment out of. They just need to start considering these things, man. And there's a lot of it right there in the ceiling. Alright, I can just barely reach the corner of that block. Now, yep, those... Oh, no fall damage. Strange. I usually take fall damage when I go jumping from a height like that. Weird. But not weird enough to deter me from getting the rest of this goddamn ceiling copper. I'ma get ya, and I got just the thing, and it's a big bunch of dirt. That's how we're getting you. Minecraft style, bitch. There's the fall damage. How many copper did I need for those boots? 7. We needed 7. Or 7 bronze. There we go. There's the bronze being smelted. There's all that meat. And, yes, I got enough to make 2 swamp decoctions. Mushroom stew heals 60. That also heals 60. They both heal 60. But, yeah, I can make 2 decoctions. But I would only be able to make 1 mushroom stew. Alright. That's what we needed from this island, and I don't think there's anything else. That island over there looks pretty reachable. I'm not certain if it's big enough to have anything of value on it. That one up there that's definitely big enough to have something of value is just too high up. But this one over here, this one, very reachable, might be able to find something better than what we've already been finding. That one over there looks nice, but it's a bit lower. Oh ho! More appropriately altituded islands are popping into view. We're finding some stuff here, buddy. Oh, there's something on that island. Or is that just dirt arranged in a weird pattern? That... Oh, it's a wrecked ship. Yep, that's what that is. Well, might as well loot the damn thing while we're here. Whole point of it existing is to be looted. Now, give me those swamp decoctions. You're almost done with that bronze. We're gonna have new boots. Why am I still carrying that goddamn plank shield? I just need to let me up here on my damn things. I want to throw this thing off the damn boat. Alright. Plank shield. Goodbye. Alright. Now give me that goddamn bronze. We're making some fine-ass boots here. Booyah, motherfucker. What should I say? Boot, ya. 8 defense, 9 defense. 9 is better than 8. And goodbye, copper boots. You've served me well, but your time is over. There they go, on a brave new adventure, all on their own. Alright, now we loot this damn ship. 'Cause you got some shit on ya, and that's just what I need, is shit. Might not be this particular shit that I need, but I might need this shit at some point. And when you need that shit, you'll be glad to have that shit. And nobody can tell me otherwise, because I'm smarter than that. I know how smart I am, and I am not. Kappa! Right here on the surface, too. Granted, it was only one single block of copper. And over here we got a little bit of tin. And I don't think we need the tin. I don't feel like digging up the tin. But it's probably best to dig up the tin. Unless how much tin I got. I already got 45 tin sitting in my pocket and a pair of leather gloves I don't fucking need. Let's toss these off the island. Alright. And 3 more copper ingots. That's how many more we need to get that size upgrade. I mean, this ship's big enough to suit my needs as it is, but it could be bigger, could be better. We'll worry about that later. Right now, we're going over to this island, because you're definitely high up enough to have some pretty good shit on ya. Big enough to have some pretty good shit on ya. I definitely see some kind of structured dead center on that thing. Now, let me just park over here in this slightly lighter green area, because there's fewer trees right there. Bring her down. Move it forward just a little bit more. Oh, there we go. We're coming in nice and soft. And nailed it. Perfect landing. And a little bit of meat, because I'm still scarred for life after my previous battle. Took some damage. As much as the meat heals my physical wounds, it doesn't do shit for my emotional damage that comes from beasts and skeletons trying to rip my throat out with a goddamn ukulele. The most dangerous weapon known to man is those tiny little Hawaiian guitars. Now, let's see, anything in caves? We do have to search caves, especially this high up, because there may just be some iron. We do need iron, and this block needs to not be there, because that's the only thing standing between me and getting up just a little bit higher. But I did not see no iron. I want iron if I am to make better stuff. And you're always wanting to make better stuff. It's always in the name of progression, and that is just shitty stone-ass tools. You there, Mr. Bone Guy. Ah, dude, are you wearing leather? Is that leather armor I see on ya? 'Cause that doesn't really do a lot of protecting. Well, you are an archer-aimer armed with a copper bow, and you got some copper arrows on ya. And that shit's usually good for stabbing the shit out of dudes at a long distance. Well, whatever. Let's see what's going on in this little tower right here. Better be something in here, and not just a few floors up. Oh, it goes down. Down into the earth. The floaty earth island that we are on in the sky. You have an apprentice lock. And I've only got some novice keys, which is why we be holding on to all these goddamn lockpicks that don't seem to work. There we go. And I will know how to make that thing that I will never, ever use. And down we go into the darkness depths of all of the caves and dark things, because that's where this thing leads to. Oh shit. That's a cave down there. A cave surrounding yet another dungeon, and holes in the floor leading into more cave. I hear rat noises. Alright, bastard, come on. I need to smack the piss out of you, because your tail is worth having, and you didn't even drop it, you just gave me fur. Did I kill him so hard that his tail was just unusable? Probably. That seems to be a distinct possibility. Sometimes it makes sense to just obliterate a rabbit with a shotgun. You ain't gonna have a lot of usable meat left out of that. Now, you, sir. There you go. Sink your arrow into my shield. It ain't gonna do you no good. Now, get murdered. We good? Yeah. Yeah, we good. He's dead. That's a thing, with some money in it. And I do like me some money. We always be needing some money. Ow! And we need to not get shot full of goddamn spikes. That shit hurt. It's hurty. That's a goddamn leather chest plate. There's another one of those friggin' arrow traps. But I know how to duck underneath them, provided I know that they are there. And Shooty Man doesn't seem to... he found a way around his friend. Well, time for you to get killed the old-fashioned way. Yep, let's aggro everybody in the dungeon while I go chasing after this one little turd. There we go, Shooty Man's down. Alright, we're good. Everything's fine. The one guy that I absolutely needed to kill has been killed. And that's exactly what I was hoping for. And now we got another pair of leather gloves that I don't want. You need some of this key that I'm confusing myself with because buttons just don't button right sometimes. And you don't got nothing in you that I even wanted, so what was the point of using the key? It was to satisfy my curiosity. That's what it was. I had to know what was in there, and now I know. You got an arrow trap, don't you? Yeah, you do. One on that side, too. And there's some gold, and some leather boots. Give me that thread. And you will take these gloves and this dirt. Alright. And that is yet another leather chest plate. Why is it that they be putting leather everywhere when I'm at the point where I'm wearing copper and I want some goddamn bronze? Now, one of these dudes has saw me. Well, too bad for him. He gets to die first. That's just what happens when you go spotting the wrong dude. And you can just sit right there where I sink this into the base of your neck. Right there, in the back of your neck. You're not gonna be able to walk ever again because that shit goes severing your spinal cord, makes it to where your brain doesn't send signals down to your legs or anything past that point right there where your spine got cut by a piece of goddamn arrow. And there you go. Now you're swinging, Mr. Assassin Chopper. Go chopping something else. Something other than my nuts, because I don't want those chopped. And yeah, it took a lot of restraint to avoid saying chop D's nuts, because I already went through that. I don't want the nuts chopped off. That shit gonna hurt. And fix all of my shit. Why would I want to fix leather boots that I ain't even wearing? And bronze thumper. That would be a mace. And I definitely do want me a bronze sword. Always been a sword guy, never really cared much for other kinds of weapons. That's just who I am. But you're not giving me any bronze sword recipes. Just a recipe for weapons that I don't want. Now come on, mister. And, alright, no, I thought he had climbed over the rail. Oh, there we go, he climbed over the rail. He figured it out. Figured out how to do that because he wanted to die so badly. Alright. And I see you there, Mr. Guy. Just put that in your head. You are an executioner. That's what you is. And you're just sucking down arrows to the face because you're too goddamn stupid to sidestep me. Well, too bad for you, dummy boy. Now, come on. You know you want to hit me, except you can't because I'm just a little bit lower than ya. Oh, he figured it out. He figured out how to hit a guy who's just a little bit lower than him. He must be destroyed. That kind of knowledge is too dangerous to be left in enemy hands. And you, copper longsword recipe. I saw what looked like a sword, and then I saw, copper, because I already got a copper one that fell off of a guy that I killed. And then it turned out to be a two-hander, and that's just less than what I want. Well, fine, I'll just beat your ass until there's no ass left. And look at that, you ran out of ass. Fantastic. Teapot. I don't drink tea. Do I look British to you? Do I sound British? I mean, I could put on a British accent, but I don't feel like doing that. And I'd probably piss a lot of people off by doing that. But when has that ever stopped me before? I mean, it probably has. But then at the same time, doing accents is a thing that I have done before. I do them poorly, but then again, it's kind of funny. And you're just another guy, huh? Living your life, doing your job, go home to the wife, except you can't. 'Cause you're dead. Got your throat slit with a piece of wood. A splintery death. I see you over there. I see you. And you ain't gonna be seeing much of anything else because sword up the ass, that's why. And look at that, your friend noticed. He decided to jump in just a little too late. He popped in, started shooting arrows at a guy who was already killing his ass because he killed you and you weren't savable at that point. Can't save a guy who's already dead. That's just how it works. It's common knowledge. God damn, my brain is turning to mush at this point. That's what happens when... spikes. The spikes have spiked me in the spike hole. Blood is pouring out of all of my orifices. And that makes it even harder to think. He was waiting for me. He knew I was coming, hanging right around that corner. And there we go. That's the parry I needed to hit. And bam, your ass gets beat just like every other time, idiot. You big old stupid warden. There you go. You ain't a warden of nothing no more. It's 'cause you're dead. I killed you, so you're not alive no more. Hello, brawler. Damn, he's actually able to block that. I can't just bust through him guard like that, but I can eat his ass. I mean, well, I said what I said. Just, you big stupid axe guy. Come on, get around the pole, try and hit me. Except you can't, because you parried. That's why. It's because you suck. You ain't very good at fighting, are ya? You're too slow with that axe. The only time a big, heavy axe like that is useful is when your opponent isn't fighting back. I'll take some of those heals to heal the wounds that he just gave me, and wonk over the head. And now, you're dead. Oh shit, cross-strapped executioner harness. Gotta upgrade my armor skill. That's 9 defense even when badly damaged. So if I was to repair that, how much defense would be coming out of you? Well, 13. That ain't bad. That is actually pretty damn good. We need that advanced armor skill in order to use that, though. And there's that skill right there, which means I gotta level up a couple more times and cram 2 more points into this tree here somewhere to unlock the ability to grab that. So that's probably a little ways off being able to wear that executioner stuff, but we'll get there eventually. Right now, I'm all out of time for this episode, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye!